Hey, it's Jupy. How's it going? I finally made a video. Yeah, this lighting is bad. Ta-da. So I'm going to talk about my adventures in Newark, New Jersey. Again, I live in New York, near Lake Erie-ish, on that side of New York. It's quite a drive. So I see a tweet from Josh Chomick, who is also known as the Computer Nerd. I've been watching him for about 7 years-ish now. I've been subscribed. I don't know if he's been making videos that long. His tweet said that he was going to have a concert at the opening at Chili's, and that everyone is invited. So I thought, well, 4 years ago, just about, I'm gonna flick my hair, I went down to New Jersey to see Josh before. I gave Tyler a gorilla keychain thing, and I gave Josh a blue teddy bear because he said once that he liked teddy bears, so I was like, hey. And after that exchange I said, hey, let's hang out and stuff because I don't have anyone to hang out with. And he's like, yeah, okay, cool. You know, I started following them and I got shy and I kind of walked away because I was too afraid of being creepy and weird and stuff and not belonging. I thought of this trip as a way to make up for the fact that I cowered it out. I had completely chickened out. I was kind of iffy at first, but I thought, well, if I can get someone to cover my shift and I make it back in time for work the next day. It was kind of like leaning on the fence. Josh tweeted me back and then I felt obligated to go. I have a map and everything planned out. So I started on my journey and I made it 80% there until everything just started to go to shit. I was on an interstate and I had to get off to get gas. When I got off, there were no gas stations in sight anywhere. Usually when you get off an interstate, there's a gas station right in front. Nope, not here. Right here was like Beverly Hills territory. Everything was rich and fancy and gates everywhere. And I finally found one. And I mapped out my route to get back onto the interstate. But I can be smart here and go down this way and go down this way, and I'll be in the middle of Elizabeth and I'll figure it out there because I'm pretty good at You know how to navigate. You've gotten yourself out of situations where you were kind of lost and, you know, it wasn't so big of a deal. That was Buffalo, not Newark. It's not the same place at all. I went down and there was this fork in the road thing and I went the wrong way and I got lost. Let's just travel east, right into Newark. I was in a city that was completely different from anything I have ever known. I am a pretty sheltered person. The farthest I've really been from home driving is probably Buffalo. People didn't care if you were driving, they would just walk on by, and I'm a nice person, so I'm just like, you know, that's just how it is here. And I started to notice I stand out. You know why I stand out? I'm a dumbass white girl. So I finally stop at this one fast food place and I walk in and, you know, being a sheltered person living in the middle of nowhere, I noticed that they had bulletproof glass in front of the cashiers and everything. And I asked the one customer there was only one, for directions, and she said, wait, I think he'll know. He'll be back in a second. He was trying to give me the directions verbally, which I'm really not good at following. I actually remember his directions. Got to a part of the road. Now, I looked at the sign and I said, okay, this route goes this way. But he said just follow it straight. My dumb ass goes left. I don't want to miss the turn again. You have to have faith in yourself when you're traveling. I didn't have faith in myself. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, go this way. Oh no, this is the wrong way because it's going left. And I tried to circle around, but there was no getting back on there. I finally made it to Elizabeth. I realized by like a road or something that, oh, okay, I know where I am on this map. Like, okay, I'm facing west, so west from here is this, and I can't figure out which way is which. It just turned into this really, really difficult, like, calculus problem in my head, and I haven't taken calculus, okay? I was so close. I knew it, and at this one intersection, I asked a lady, which way is it to the mall? She said, okay, you go left, all the way down, and then make a left. My brain said, left, all the way down, make another left. What she meant was go straight, all the way down the road, and then make a left. I'm dumb. I went that way, and then it didn't work out, so I found a sign that said, mall this way. It took me right back to that intersection. I drove on, made a left, made a right. The mall was there. The concert started at 4. The concert ended at 7. I got there 7:30. So I get into Chili's after running around the mall like a chicken with my head cut off. Go to the bathroom, came out. Josh was eating with his family. I stood there politely because Josh was in the middle of a conversation. And I kind of like waved at him when he finally glanced my way. And he's like, hey, how's it going? I walk around, he gets up, he gives me a hug. I say, I'm sorry I missed everything. I got really lost. It's like, okay, that's no problem, or something. And I said, it's nice meeting you again. He said, where did we meet before? I told him that we met in Bamboozle, and he said, wow, that was a really long time ago. And I told him a little bit about how I met them, and I was too afraid to hang out because I was shy and everything. Then he asked what my name was. I told him. In case you didn't know, my name's Crystal. And we, too many names. I asked him if Nathan was there, and he said yes. Oh, this part was really funny. He was pointing to Nathan. He's saying, yeah, he's the one in the blue shirt there. I'm looking straight ahead to this guy who's carrying a baby. Has really short hair. I'm like, oh, he looks different. It's like, yeah, he's changed quite a bit. And then Nathan rises up from his chair, comes over, and I'm like, duh, I thought you were the guy holding the baby over there. I know Nathan a little bit because I talked to him on Twitter, and I used to talk to him on some type of chat thing, MSN or Skype or something. I'm not really good at making friends or keeping them or anything, but I try. But I say, well, you know who I am? And he said, nope. And I told him I was Jupiter Light, and he's like, oh, yeah. We gave each other hugs. I was kind of listening to them talk, and I was kind of like looking around, kind of being like, I don't know what to say because I don't socialize. It's like, well, I'm going to get back to eating. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry I interrupted your dinner. Nathan said, well, maybe you can come out again sometime. I'm like, kind of had this look on my face like, yeah, sure. And in my mind I was thinking about all the crap I went through and how paranoid I was. Well, not paranoid, but how like anxious I was. It might not happen for quite a while. But I would really like to see you guys again if you're watching this. I just, took a random YOLO trip is what I call it. When you just go for something just because. It might have been like 10 o'clock when I left the mall because I went back in to do some browsing around, and I figured I'd have fun while I'm there, and I needed to eat. I spent like forever at the food court trying to decide what I wanted to get, and ironically I bought like a $13 salad It had no price. I was just like, food, give me. I didn't get a drink or anything. But the funny part is, when I say funny, I mean terrifying. This is half of the story. On my way home, I'm following the route that I need to take home, and I'm not in the right lane to turn right, and there are too many cars for me to move over, even though it's really late in the night at this point. It's like midnight. So I don't make my turn, I keep going forward, and then there's this toll booth. Toll booth said that it's $13. What can I do? How can I get out of this? I don't have cash. There's a road that way. I could take it. I go across like 4 or 5 lanes to get to this road that takes me I don't know where. I follow it, I find a McDonald's. This is the part in my vlog where I'm kind of crying a little bit. I try to map out my route, but I can't think. And I'm so tired, so exhausted, so drained. So I follow it and I get lost again. Just drive west. And I'm just crying, listening to my Silent Hill soundtrack because it actually calms me down because I'm a weirdo. Probably some psychological stuff in there. I was lost again for quite a few hours. I planned to, at this point, spend the night in my friend Chuck's. Chuck's Brain channel is right here, box up there. So yeah, I met Chuck and I was really happy to meet him. Hopefully I can meet him again. Me and road trips, not gonna happen for a while. Made for a great story. So if me getting lost for about 10 hours is worth a like, you know what to do. It will help me out. And you can press that subscribe button if you'd like to. It's the red one. It used to be yellow. Keep changing color. Maybe it's green now. I don't know. Maybe it's like iridescent. You should do that, YouTube. Ow. This is the setup I have right now. Not very safe.